All right, we'll call the November 2nd, 2023 Board of Public Works and Safety to order. I don't believe we have any adjustments to the agenda, but we do probably have to, well, you and I are both here for this, so we can go ahead. Is there a motion for the consent agenda?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff, I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Moving on to item 5, a request to revoke right-of-way permits. Permits being plural here, so we're talking about more than one, is that right, Mackie?
Yes, about 15. For the record, Hatem Mekki, City of Fishers Engineering. And before you, there's a request to revoke 15 right-of-way permits that were submitted as part of the 5G construction in the city. They had 2 years to start construction on these permits and on these facilities, but these 2 years have since lapsed. So we just asked to revoke these 15 permits that are outlined in the Exhibit A.
Do you know how many we have outstanding still?
I would have to check, yeah.
Very good. Is there any questions?
No.
Seeing none, is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff, second by Scott. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is a request to approve Fisher's Lair Benner Brook. Lair being a grant.
Yes. Again, Hatem Mekki, City of Fishers Engineering. This is a grant agreement that we have with DNR for the lake and river enhancement funds for Boehner Brook. Boehner Brook is a body of water that goes through the River Walk development there on the northwest side of Allisonville Road and 96th Street. This is the part of the work that's being done is removing over 100 foot of box culvert that is on that site, and then regrading the stream and bringing it back and putting in plantings. So this grant funds up to $100,000 that we are going to receive, and then we pay 20% of that. So we would be approximately 20 grand funding as part of this grant, and then we will be in an agreement with CRG since they are doing a lot more work than 20 grand, so that would satisfy the 20% for the city.
Any questions for Mackie?
No.
Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, a request to approve an agreement with Wild Ridge.
Good morning, Eric Steiner, Assistant Director of Public Works Operations. Before you is an amendment to the current Wild Ridge landscape contract. We signed a 3-year contract with Wild Ridge in 2021 to mow the grass along Interstate 69 and State Route 37, along with maintain all the existing landscape medians around the city. This contract is set to expire December 31st of this year. And with the new citywide median landscape project starting in 2024, we'd just like to extend this agreement for 1 more year with them in the amount of $451,715.58. Once the large city project is done at the end of next year, we would rebid out the entire maintenance of the city from 2025 and beyond. And I'll take any questions you may have.
Was there an option on the contract to extend? Or?
There wasn't, but we just amended the terms. There's a third amendment to that contract that I drafted, and he just was able to get signed today, or this morning, and it extended the term to the end of 24, as well as updated the scope of the work and the price to the current.
And so this doesn't include the actual work of redoing the medians? This is
That's a
just the
separate
maintenance.
RFP.
Okay.
And that was sent out, and so bids are due back November 17th for that one.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Jeff, any
I would
questions?
venture to guess they're on that bid package as well.
They are,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Any additional questions?
No.
Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff, all second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thanks, Eric, for your work on that. Next is request to approve OpenGov contract. My guess is Ashley was supposed to carry that one.
I think that's
Jennifer Rome.
Jennifer
that's
Rome.
It's just a renewal of our OpenGov service agreement.
Okay.
For
Elliot, anything on that
permitting
that you're aware of?
Nothing I'm aware of, no.
Okay. Just renewal of a contract. Any questions for that? Since Jennifer's not here, we can table it or bring it back, but I think it's just a standard renewal of our, I believe it's our website,
Yeah.
OpenGov. Any questions on it, Jeff?
No, I'm good.
Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff, I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is a request to approve Sprout contract.
Same thing.
Same
Jennifer.
thing, Jennifer Rome.
It's a special purchase, or I'm sorry, it's a service contract, not a special purchase, for a, kind of a social media management platform that I think we've used, in the past.
I think
Says
this,
2021.
I think this is a cleanup of our communications department's contracts.
Yes.
It's $114,000 over 3 years.
Yes. But by
Um,
by signing the 3-year contract, we're saving $37,932.
Okay. Any questions? Seeing none, is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff, all second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next time, let's try to inform Rome that she should probably be here for her agenda items. Next is request the approval of lease with St. Vincent's.
Thanks, Gephardt, Chief of Police. St. V's and us have entered into an agreement to get a substation up and running up at the Oleo, Greenfield Ave area. The calls for service, the amount of traffic to getting back east to west has been timely. We want to lower our calls for service response times by setting up an operation out there where they can go, they can eat there, they can download their body cameras there, they can jump on computers there, they can do all their work. And St. V's was generous in this. The only cost associated is a cable bill, as far as I'm clear. So it's a fairly low cost for us to be able to be out there when we need to be for our community.
Well, we certainly appreciate the partnership with St. Vincent's and the opportunity to improve level of service. Any additional questions on that, Jeff?
Nope.
Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff, I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 11, a request to approve vehicle equipment as surplus. Elliot?
Yeah, good morning, gentlemen. Before his request to approve 2 items, a 15-year-old Dodge Charger and a 14-year-old trailer utilized by Public Works, both beyond their useful life. Following this approval, we'll either trade them in or otherwise dispose as appropriate.
Okay. Any questions, Jeff?
Nope.
Seeing none, is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff, I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Elliot. Next is a request to approve Second Amendment with GAI Consultants, 106th and Hoosier Roundabout.
Hatem Mekki, City of Fishers Engineering, and before you is an agreement between the City of Fishers and GAI Consultants for a Second Amendment on their design contract. This amendment is to take care of a lot of the drainage revisions that we had on this intersection to re-establish 2 outlet points for the drainage on 106 and Hoosier. The design changes amounted in about 55 grand worth of work, with an extra 10 grand for construction services and shop drawings after that.
Can you give us a brief update, Becky, on where we're at with construction?
So we just, about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, we started back construction on this job. We introduced 2 more detention facilities on the site. We are hoping that we can get this intersection open by the end of November, beginning of December. There will be some work that bleeds on to next year, but we're hoping that everything is going to be open for traffic here before the weather turns and we can't do pavement anymore.
Okay.
But there is going to be some work, some touch-up work, and maybe some more pavement
Well,
next year.
I definitely appreciate your work, kind of in the 11th hour, trying to get this project back going. We had quite a hiccup there with the drainage, so appreciate your efforts on that.
Thank you.
Any additional questions, Jeff?
No.
Seeing none, is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff, I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Next, we have a request to approve a special purchase for 96th Street.
Good morning, Rich Bassett, Asset Manager, Engineering Department. Before you is a request for a special purchase for 90, essentially it's street lights for the 96th Street beautification project. This is going this route because of substantial savings we were able to get from a quote from a supplier and vendor from our street lights. This is actually not the installation of, that will be in a separate contract that will come before the board here in the future. But you can see in the exhibit there's a substantial savings by going the special purchase route.
Can you talk, Rich, just briefly, because I'm pretty excited about this project, the scope of where these lights will be located?
Yeah, absolutely. So on 96th Street, east of I-69, these street lights will be installed in the median all the way from north by northeast all the way down to the Cumberland Road roundabout. In addition to that, we plan to install landscape medians with these lights all along north by northeast up to the intersection of Kincaid Boulevard and then down Kincaid down to 96th Street. So it kind of creates a continuous loop there, lighting up that area, and we'll have other beautification components to it with that project.
So this is kind of the first step, if you will, of our 96th Street rehabilitation.
Correct.
And putting lights out there and landscape medians is a big part of it. And also, keep in mind Steiner in his package that'll come in late November has the landscaping piece of all the medians that are already existing on 96th Street as well. So I think people start to see a noticeable difference, hopefully as early as, summer of next year. You should see quite a difference on 96th Street. Any questions, Jeff?
Nope.
Seeing none, I'll make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Jeff. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. He said yes.
Did you not hear? Yeah.
All right. All right, Mekhi, we have a request to approve professional service agreement with Burgess and Nyepel, 131st Street Trail.
Yes, Hatem Mekhi, City Officials Engineering. This is the agreement for professional services with Burgess and Nyepel to design a trail gap that we have from Lantern and the Nickel Plate Trail on 131st Street. So this is part of a lot of the trail gap studies and efforts that we have throughout the city to continuously connect these trails with the Nickel Plate Trail. This is also part of an interlocal that we have with Delaware Township. This interlocal is an amount not to exceed $400,000. So this agreement, this $400,000 goes to design and construction as well. So we will be managing the contract, but the costs for this agreement will come from that $400,000 interlocal with us and the township.
Well, that's good because we would never consider hiring the lights.
It was against my will.
I mean, this is not.
It was not my choice.
Not our choice.
Not my first
I mean, I've
choice.
heard of this guy, but he
Yeah.
has his reputation does.
The
It perceives
recommendation-
him in the wrong way.
The recommendation came from Delaware Township, not from this office.
Jason, good to see you. All right, is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Just couldn't stay away, could you, Jason?
Try everything I can to come back.
No one
Miss you
can.
guys.
No one can.
No, yeah, Elliot, you should talk.
I'm trying to do every time coming back.
And Lindsay.
Yeah.
You're in good company.
Yeah. All right, a request to approve resolution approving final DOT work.
Yes, sir. Good morning. So this is approval of the final tranche of bids for the Fishers Event Center. This is the fourth and final tranche, which totals $18,031,160. This closes out the bid process and ultimately lands on a approval of a guaranteed maximum price of $176,731,978. Of that total amount, over $6 million of that is still in contingency, which is a good news story. And really, the actual event center total is $139.5 million. So the addition is contingency, site work, development, things of that nature. So the project is on track for a November 2024 grand opening. If you drive by there, you'll see the steel framework is complete. The rakers are nearly complete, which is the bowl of the event center, and they've poured some of the first and second floors. So progress is being made every single day out there.
The good news, I think, is that we're at a point of construction where a lot of the quote-unquote unforeseen costs that might pop up, like on site conditions, we're through that. We did have some bad soils out there in the parking lots that we had to accommodate for, but other than that, we're kind of at a point where, I'm not saying there aren't going to be things that we didn't consider, but now that we're going vertical, it eliminates a lot of those unforeseen conditions, which is a good thing.
Absolutely.
Any additional questions for Elliot?
No.
Seeing none, is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff, I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next is request to purchase annual managed cybersecurity services. I know there's someone here to talk about that. Mr. Gaynor.
Greetings, Tracy Gaynor, IT Director for the city. This is a bundle of services that the city has made use of for several years. This is just an opportunity to move to a new vendor. We're always evaluating, new opportunities, new vendors. This is being offered through state QPA that SHI holds, who's a vendor we prefer and work with all the time. But this really is a comprehensive suite of, we can get into acronyms, but security operations centers, SIEMs, MDRs, endpoint protection, account cloud. It really is completely comprehensive. The sort of urgency, the opportunity is beyond just the vetted QPA pricing. The vendor is their fiscal year end is right at Halloween. So with this opportunity, we had a chance to get an additional $40,000 discount. And they extended terms, so we don't have to pay until January out of next year's operating budget, which actually means we're getting 13 months for the price of 12, which is about another $14,000, so roughly $54,000 of additional savings over what we would have gotten just off the QPA price.
Excellent. Any questions for Tracy?
No.
Seeing none, I'll make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Jeff. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is a request for annual renewal of virtualization software and services. Tracy?
Yeah, so a lot of our infrastructure, I'm glad to give you some cures for insomnia if you don't watch this recording later, but virtualization is something the city has been doing long before I came on board. Fantastic technology, fully supportive of. We predominantly use VMware for 4 main pillars, if you will. Virtualized servers, what we call app volumes, which allows us to push out applications to endpoints, virtual desktops, and then virtual networking. This allows us to just provide a lot of the services that city staff uses everywhere. Also allows us to integrate well to the cloud. So this is normally something that we do more broken up. We usually do those 4 things separately, and it doesn't really have to come before the board. But because just the industry sort of warning coming to us, VMware is about to be acquired by another company, and they're sort of saying there is some concern about right-sizing and downsizing and staff changes where any renewals between now and the end of March, they're saying if you have an opportunity to renew sooner, it would probably behoove you. So we just went ahead and bundled them, and we're going to get these co-termed together. So no additional costs, no additional services, just 3 of our 4 annual. This is for servers, app volume, and for networking. And we're just trying to bundle them together.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff. I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Any unfinished business, Lindsay? Seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.